Admiral Kane stood before the massive viewport of the Terran flagship Defiance. Watching the assembled armada of alien vessels maintain their blockade formation around Earth, the sight would have terrified any lesser species. But humans had never been known for backing down from impossible odds. "Status report," Kane commanded, his weathered face betraying no emotion despite the gravity of their situation. Commander Blake approached with a data pad, her expression grim but determined. 300 Council warships maintain position. At the system's edge, they're broadcasting the ultimatum on all frequencies every 30 minutes. The ultimatum had arrived 3 days ago, delivered by the pompous Ambassador Vex of the Galactic Council. Humanity was to surrender their independence, dismantle their military, submit to Council oversight within 72 hours. The reason given was humanity's aggressive expansion and dangerous unpredictability that threatened galactic stability. Kane had laughed in the ambassador's face. Humanity had been exploring space for barely 2 centuries, establishing colonies on only a dozen worlds. Meanwhile, Council member species controlled thousands of systems each. Having conquered or absorbed countless civilizations over millennia, the hypocrisy was staggering. "They believe we'll surrender because we're outnumbered," Kane said, turning from the viewport. "They don't understand humans at all." The bridge crew exchanged knowing glances. Every person aboard had volunteered for this mission, knowing full well they might not survive the day. But the principle mattered more than personal safety. Humanity would not kneel. Captain Torres at the communications station looked up. "Sir, we're receiving transmissions from the outer colonies. The 4th Fleet at New Geneva reports ready for action. Admiral Price says her ships are prepared to execute Operation Prometheus on your command." Kane nodded grimly. Operation Prometheus was humanity's desperate gambit, a coordinated strike against Council installations throughout known space. If they were going to be branded as dangerous aggressors, they might as well earn the title. "What of the Council's response to our counter-proposal?" Kane asked. "Ambassador Vex rejected it outright," Blake replied. "He said the Council doesn't negotiate with primitive warmongers and that our terms were insulting. Humanity's counter-proposal had been simple: mutual recognition of sovereignty, establishment of formal diplomatic relations, and a non-aggression. Pact standard civilization, two-civilization diplomacy that the Council extended to equals. The rejection made their true intentions clear." The chronometer showed 15 minutes until the ultimatum expired. Kane activated the ship-wide communications system, his voice carrying to every corner of the vessel, and transmitted to the rest of the Terran fleet. "Citizens of the Terran Empire, we stand at a crossroads in human history. The Galactic Council demands our submission, believing we'll crumble under their superior numbers. They see us as upstart primitives who stumbled into space travel by accident. They're wrong." Throughout the ship, crew members straightened at their stations' hands, moving to weapons controls and engine systems with practiced precision. For 200 years, humanity has pushed beyond every boundary, explored every frontier, and overcome every obstacle the universe placed before us. We survived ice ages, world wars, and the void of space itself. We didn't come this far to surrender our freedom to alien bureaucrats who've grown fat and complacent ruling over slaves. The tactical display showed the Council fleet beginning to advance, their formation tightening as the deadline approached. Their ships were larger, their weapons more advanced, but they moved with the sluggish confidence of those who expected easy victory. "They call us dangerous and unpredictable," Kane continued, his voice growing harder. "They're absolutely right. We're the species that chose to strap ourselves to controlled explosions and ride them to the stars. We're the people who looked at a universe trying to kill us and decided to explore it anyway. We're humanity, and we bow to no one." The bridge erupted in determined shouts of agreement.
Out.
Throughout the fleet, similar scenes played out as 40,000 human souls prepared to face impossible odds with nothing but courage and stubborn refusal to yield. "All stations report ready," Blake announced. "Council fleet is moving into attack formation." Kane took his position in the command chair, the weight of command and history settling on his shoulders. Behind him lay Earth, birthworld of humanity, and symbol of everything they fought to protect. Ahead waited an empire that had ruled the galaxy for 10,000 years, confident in their supremacy. "Signal the fleet," Kane ordered. "All ships, weapons free. Today we show the galaxy what humans are made of." Defiance shuddered as her massive engines roared to life, accelerating toward the Council formation with the rest of the Terran fleet following in perfect formation. They were outnumbered 7-1, outgunned by superior technology. And facing an enemy with millennia of military experience, it was exactly the kind of impossible odds that brought out the best in humanity. As the two fleets closed the distance, Kane allowed himself a small smile. Win or lose, the galaxy would remember this day. The Terran Empire had defied the Council's ultimatum, and whatever happened next, humanity would face it standing tall. The first shots erupted across the void, and the battle for human independence began.